my God. All right, Mike V, we're on, right? All right. I'm sorry about the being late. It's not my fault. It's all Surf's up fault. I'm moving on. Mike V, head trader Monday. Okay. What I would do to make up for lost time, and I'm really going to try to get into it now, is as I'm into TradeGATEHub, I posted last evening, and you know what? Getting to trading, if I'm going to run before we walk, for those that were alert, make sure I'm TradeGATEHub here. Let's go back to Sunday evening. I can pause coach's video. I'll stop going back and forth. Let's go here. Okay. You really want to know what's going on? Come with a good game plan for a macro situation, probably even getting into specific trades. Go to TradeGATEHub, our YouTube icon, red YouTube icon. Listen to Dale. Dale Pinker. Traders call him coach, and they do for a reason. First of all, he leads, for example. He's even forgotten things that I don't even have seen yet. So go then, garnering almost 200 views already just an hour ago, and I could see the USD to GPY. The first thing here is I like that. That's usually what drives things from what I understand. Let's digress. Go watch Coach's video, please. First thing I'm going to do after I finish this video, which is going live, if you will, 11 Eastern. Okay. Very quickly. My TGH is over here, by the way. I have one screen I don't share, but you got to keep something, okay? Always in TGH, no matter what is going on, no matter what day to start the week, a game plan. Number one is to have a plan. Number two is to focus. It's up to you from there. There's this week's major economic reports and Fed speakers. The second thing I posted is ACLO, okay? The real fly. This was a day ago, 2 days ago, 17 hours ago. Trump's new Energy Department Secretary, sorry, shorts. The short interest in ACLO, double click always to enlarge. All right, let's go to 35%. Let's go to our page today. BE, my God. And it's, by the way, this, besides the energy stocks being led by, or it's nuclear, there's ACLO. There's ACLO's chart. Very simply, the dip and rip. But you look at the best of breed, there's ACLO daily, heavily shorted. SMR right there. BE is the one that's leading the whole charge. Okay. And some of the other solos, they're trying to bounce a little bit. There's my main screen. Fuel cell. I had this overnight. They bagged this. I couldn't wait to get out of this. I sold 20,000 fuel cell. Anyway, stock taking the most action by far. Short and long-term YPF. I believe that's the Argentinian oil stock, if you will. I haven't done all my research yet. If I don't know, I apologize. Bottom line is, in the old days, I don't care. Price range, I'm going to get to the planetary trading again. The price range action of volume. ACLO, European stocks. Cocktail conversation, still relevant. European stocks trail the U.S. by widest margin since 1995. You know, this isn't like a 2-year span, or even since, God forbid, since COVID. Going back decades. You know what? That's the same with Europe. And Europe, it's the same where everywhere. Here it is. European stocks in the U.S. You can go right here. You can go to Ford. Ford. It's Ford. I should build a little base here. As General Motors does this. It's a completely different, even in the automotive world. So stocks that went side by side are even doing that type of situation. Crude oil on the high. How you doing? Let me get back to here. Okay, a couple more situations to be aware of. Cryptocurrency, so its largest weekly inflow, fine, needs a rest. Jim Cramer, read it, to high-level opinion, earnings for the week. My God. I have 100,000 NIO. Target. TJ Maxx, you can't, I looked at TJ Maxx 2 days ago, was basically parabolic, the new highs. TJ Maxx. Best of breed retailer across. It's almost so good I don't want to buy it. Target actually starting to put it in balance. Right there. There you go. Target has earnings. This is iffy. This is interesting to me. Target's taking calls. Target, earnings Wednesday before the open. Maybe the rotation's proper. I'm not in it yet, but I am in Dollar Tree, and I've been screaming about it on TGH. It is in the fund. I think it's even up 3 today. Boom. Dollar Tree, it's all Dollar General rounding bases a little bit. It's not a barn burner, but I am in Dollar Tree. And what? It's taking calls. It had the volume washout, never made a lower low. Number one, it's taking calls. Number two, it did the volume. Number three, it never made a lower low. Number one, two, and three, all combined, it's taking calls. Anybody can be a chartist. There's the earnings situation for the week. Everything across the board. FUTU. My God, Globe, Squim, NVIDIA. Oh my God, NVIDIA. Oh, NVIDIA's hands on fire. Oh my God. Medtronic, Tuesday before. Medtronic's taking calls all day long. If anybody wants to see him, I'll show them. Know what to do. Love that stock, though. I like typing MDT for some reason. I feel like I'm professional. All right, getting back to what's important, besides my opinion. Let's click off earnings. I'll go on YouTube, take any questions in a second. Earnings for the week. That helped Tesla, by the way, today. Read that. That was maybe a situation for the bounce. AMD. I took a couple of techs. Some are working, some are not. SMCI bounce. It only SMCI acting quite poorly. I think it was 23 or 24 after the close on Friday, trying to squeeze people. It's not acting the way it should, considering that. Right, let's look at it. If I forget to look at it in a second, but the real what I want to look at is planet there. That's in the back of my SMCI. After saying all that good news, that's the best it could muster up, even be short. Ugh. This is a situation where you look at call premiums in the money and weeklies. Some of these calls, I bet you're not even up to them. How bad it is. Walmart bullish. This is in the corner of my eye. I got to think out loud. Got to think out loud. Walmart bullish. Somebody's going in there, pre-earnings, $500,000. Walmart again, double $500,000. Okay, so this is what I think to myself. All right, Walmart's bullish into earnings. I get it. Do I think it's a hedge? No. Is $500,000 bet into Walmart really a big bet? Not to be obnoxious, not really. But this is flagging. Other starts are starting to look okay. Are they playing Target? They think that it's going to be a sector. What? Maybe Target's going to be. Walmart's going to have a tailwind. Maybe Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree calls acting very well. It's got a gap. I mean, that does it. Listen, they're better trades. Could one be one of these reversion to the mean situations, but whatever. I know what my stop is. I've seen it recover. Maybe it's a sign of an economy thing going on. Maybe it could be a perfect storm. Calls again. Okay. Back into finishing on TGH, and I again want to get into that planetary situation. SMCI, SPYs. Always double click or click to, I don't have an opinion. It's all alpha for me. S&P. Industry groups. Again, this is hard love. Click image. That's not the click image. Top performing industry groups, and there they are year to date. If you don't know the 5 or 10 stocks, best of breeds, predicated upon maybe volume, share size, whatever, outstanding share, you're at a disadvantage. Major disadvantage. It is what it is. If you don't know 5 to 10 of every one of those stocks, the top gainers, conversely, the losers. Or maybe just want to know the Walmart's taking calls. Get it. Could split it down the middle. Short interest. SMCI, Canaan, EMPH, I get it. Fizzler, best of breed. Apple is shorting Apple. I don't know what that means. But that's smart. Hedge funds don't know what to do. They're in the middle. What that says to me, and with the VIX down here, the stock has its day. A stock has its day. Could be a one-day wonder. A lot of one-day wonders out there, but a lot not. I'll get in. I don't want to get into the charts in a second. You should know what your one day wonders. I'll tell you one day wonder. I had a corner good as his stocks. Oh, I had at the top 61 to 48. Today it says to bounce right through the freaking 10-day. Next, Tesla taking calls. All right. Hedge funds don't know what to do. Best of breeds. These are the leading themes right here. Everything you want. Getting back to some of these, you can pair it off if you like. Go through all these charts. The best in quantum computing. Actually, it's a poor one. Cruise lines. 4 stocks cruise lines should be on your screen. Those are the 4 on my screen. Airlines, utilities, VST, number best winners of the day. NVIDIA A-Lab, they're next to each other on my screen. Anyway, short-term sentiment, write down coach charts, ATCH MIC, always in TGH, regardless of who's giving any opinions. Upgrades, downgrades, economic research. Winners, losers. Ideas, go through it all. You can finish the rest of your own time. Let's go to the YouTube channel. Somebody will. Ooh, Jeff, lemonade. Jeff, I'll tell you that lemonade. Lemonade's go. Not that I'm not a jinx anyway. I'm not superstitious. I have a black cat. Lemonade. Oh my God. Imagine you short this lemonade. Even I would lose sleep at night. SC taking calls. There's lemonade right against the weekly. Okay. Stock. I want to get into something else. Right on TGH, yeah. And by the way, Hood. By the way, what's going on today? 2 stocks. Tesla and it's Hood. It's Hood's day. We're all living in it. Hood. And as I look at Hood, the reminder, look at Jesus. I'm here to give you the information, not to interpret. You look at it whatever way you want. It's hot, it's hot. Hood, SC, Iova, Keg, Tesla, Walmart, Upstart, Pins, Affirm. All right, so anyway, let's get back to one trade here. Planeteer. Ooh, I like that. That's a good one. Surfs up, very alert with winners. Don't even bother looking at UK stocks. Couldn't agree more. London Stock Exchange offers little. Listen, you know what? Knowing you, Mick, and knowing you're out there and out there, meaning in the country, just like your trading. If the UK was hot, you'd be in it. So would I. Okay, I'll root for whatever it is. Good post, by the way, Surf. CVS. I looked at what CVS, by the way, was one of the biggest shorts on the board going into the weekend. Look at this. And even CVS. Okay. Computer lock up. There you go. There was the close going into the weekend. Now everybody's scrambling to cover it. I looked at WBA. It went up. I looked at WBA. I believe it was like 842. Gares, Walgreens. I bought some. You know what I did? I bought some for the fun today. I bought 8,000 Walgreens. Why did I buy 8,000 Walgreens? It's not why did I buy Walgreens. It's why did I buy that number. I always buy evens, by the way. First of all, it's a fraction of the line. But secondly, I've seen stocks like Rite Aid, the old Rite Aid, be bankrupt, much like basically Carvana did to a degree. Go from 10 to 100. So we bought some WBA. All right, big deal. Not splitting the atom. CVS helping it. For Hood, there you go. SMCI brought it up, should be up more. Tesla needs no introduction. Wolf, don't like it. CMAX. Mick, freaking TradeGATEHub trader took decent money out of the CMAX. And much like the UK exchange, once it was over, he dumped it. 8, now it's 71. Oh my God. CMAX. That's what happens. That's what happens. See this? These are rentals. Anything below the moving averages like this, rentals. You rent it. You rent it. Doesn't I lease the car every once in a while? Travel every once in a while. I have to, I don't bring my clubs. I got to rent some clubs. Nothing wrong with rentals. Everybody gets paid. The market makers got paid. Believe me, CMX was very excited that the stock was 6. I digress. Let's finish. And I'm going to finish with the APP Planet here. APP was added to the S&P. Been one of the best winners all year. Still. Okay. Let's get into something advanced. While it was being added to the S&P 500, it was this day exactly. If we look at the top left of my screen here on the charts, up here, as the Qs are ripping, no problem. That date was 11/11. Much like today is what? Oh, let's go back. That was this stock right here, that big up day, was the Friday. Calls were going off the board Friday. Obviously, the last trading day was Friday, this being Monday, keep it in mind. The day is just as relevant as the trade. The day brought it up, adding to the S&P. Everything was going berserk. I was short at that day. There's 11/11. Stock was included in the S&P that day, Friday. 292. Didn't open at 292. As a matter of fact, pre-open, it was like 311. It opened up like Planet here this morning. Let me make my point. Let's go to the AM. Believe me, I was up at 401 looking at it. It was 11/11. Right here. 11/11. Stock was 310. Trust me, it was 310. Went into the S&P 500. It's all right. No problem. Next time I looked, it was 930. 311. Stock went from, again, let's put 311 here. 305 to 260. That's real. Believe me. Now, what is that? 10%? 300, 270? Less than 10%. More than 10%. 311 to less than 370. Planetaire did the same thing. I want to make a point here. Talking common. Yes, it is. Planetaire was added. Where's this freaking thing? It was added to the S&P. Where is this? You know what? It should be on TGH. It's not. Same situation as APP. You know where I'm going with this. ASTS. Still, here it is. Oh, trust me. Planetaire was added. There was the move. Okay? Same situation. Friday morning, Friday afternoon. PLTR is the symbol. Same chart. Similar chart. Nice bounce. Covered a lot of it. There's the chart of Planetaire. Planetaire did the same thing right in the morning APP did. This is Planetaire pre-market. Let's go to 4:30 a.m. Okay. Planetaire One point was 67. Okay, so no problem. Shorted. I think my price was 62. There you go. 8 o'clock to 140. They flushed it out to 59. For a stock that looked like that, I didn't put in, some people don't know about the little bit of the ranges pre-market and post-market. They're there. Bottom line is, we're here to trade price range action volume. 65, $10 range Planetary. Now, what am I having now? Settings. First of all, let's go back to settings. Anybody ever needs help with settings, let me know. I don't think I have much of it now. I think I had 2,000. Oh, sure, 1,200 Planetary. That's all. I'll take it. I had 10. For my 58. You know what? I'm probably going to hold this gapper. Trade's over. But I'll tell you something. Hold on. With this trade, let me make this important. This was a fade into an S&P inclusion into a Friday weekly options runaway. Make a very important point here. APP, well above where that print is. And you know what? Quite honestly, much like a hood, if you will, I wouldn't be surprised if Planetary does the same. Trade's over. For that type of trade. Now it could be consolidating. The volume is huge. Yes, it's in the S&P. It boils down that the stock is acting well with relative strength with the futures in the same respective group. It's going to probably act well. The S&P situation still, yes, is in play. It's got to do a little wash out of the hype. But once again, once this dies down and does, a washing out of that the volume, it's going to start moving again like it normally other stock would, with a stock within a group or maybe even the relative NASDAQ futures, if you will. Okay. Apple calls are off the board, by the way. HIMS. TSLL off the high. Silver bullish. Oh, by the way, you know what? Thinking about this. Where was I on the freaking gold trade? I took Newmont, that's all. Newmont. I took the worst one. Here's Newmont. Big deal. 40 to 42. Wow. Wow. Freaking nougat. 38 to 44. Alcoa. What happened to that? Back and fill Alcoa. Have any questions? I'm going too far. Tesla calls. Listen, now you see what we have going for earnings. If not, go back to TGH because I don't want to be redundant. This is what it boils down to now. You almost want to be like Mick. Here it is. Right there. Hold on. There's your most active. There's the menu for lunch. There's lunchtime. There it is. Planetary. SMCI, no bounce. Actually. Okay. Percent gainers on the intraday. Okay. Let's change this around because a stock that has 100,000 shares that usually trades 43,000, I'm not interested. I have to step on my parameters because this is later in the day. I'm using bull flow. So if the stock doesn't have at least, actually, 1 million by today, if you see in the background in the middle, some semis are going off. If it doesn't have 1 million, I'm not interested. Those are the movers. FSEL 8. My God, FSEL's 8. I blew it. I had it overnight. Couldn't wait to sell it at 680. MU's taking calls, if you see in the corner of the eye. Maybe it goes up all day. Okay. Getting ahead of myself. There's the up volume list. Percent losers on the intraday. Take a picture. Now the VIX is all lower. All right, Uber, big deal. Everything that's down today is the opposite. A couple of huge runners. IONQ. Does that mean the world is over? Because that's down 17%. No. Inverse Tesla. Inverse VIX. JetBlue. Who cares? Uber. Who cares? Special situation. It's this list. Percent gain is intraday. Sexy across the board. FSEL. Alternative energy. UAVS. What are they freaking name? Drones. Nuclear, semi, BE, SMAR, nuclear. It's all nuclear, UEC, uranium and nuclear, APLD, I'm in that. Ooh, that pulled back a lot. What happened here? APLD, I'm long this thing. I'm gonna buy more. APLD. The stock was 850. What happened here? It's taking calls all day. There's the long on APLD. Do I want the dip? Yeah, I'll take the dip. How about this? We'll buy position. We'll buy 2,000 APLD. We'll buy it at the market. Who cares? You know why? Because Smart gives us great fills here at TradeView Markets, where we have the lowest commissions, tightest spreads, and without the first two, award-winning services are relevant. It's not to sound pitchy. It is what it is. All right, thanks for tuning in. Any questions, I'll be here. Mike V, I'll be on with Coach tomorrow. As they say, I'll try to do better the next time. Comments, questions, suggestions, always take it. Thanks for tuning in. Mike V. Thanks to the team behind this. Coach leads by